Number 2 is 666. Peter Roble riding here for David Pfeiffer.
Well, I've come to know her so well. I'm cured from her, but that might be the winning formula for her, that I'm now cured from her. Look, she gets up to the 1900 metres, this girl, and look, she's won here at this track. She still hasn't won past the mile, but look, she's on her day, she could do anything, but she just seems to always find one or two better. She's had a few runs now, she's rock hard fit, and she finally finds a race that she's capable from a good draw of being prominent in.
Number 3 is Word Gets Around. James McDonald riding here for Team Hawks. And if you backed this horse last start, you had your heart in your mouth a long way because she got a fair way back. Took the whole length of the Warwick Farm straight to get there, but all that mattered was she got there right on the line.
Well, I don't think you ever thought she was going to win until thought he was going to win until they got right up. I think he looks terrific. I know he's won up to 1800 metres. He's never won here, but he's run he's run 3 seconds, and 2 of them were just super runs. I think he's just come back in great order. Look, 7 months off and then straight bang bang, 1350 a mile, now 1900. But you know, he doesn't carry a lot of condition, and he's come on since his last win. I think he's going to take a bit of beating, this fella.
Number 4 is Award Season. This one's a favourite. Karen McAvoy riding here, and was an impressive winner at Warwick Farm last time out, but that was at the 2400 metres.
Look, I've got no doubt he's the one to beat. I think he's now rock bottom odds at around the $2.35, $2.40 mark. He was very good last start. He ran some good sectionals and picked up and sprinted really quickly. I know Chris Leesy's got a plan and a wrap on him to go to some handy races. He's going to be right there no matter what. I think he'll just get back off them, Brent. He looks a class runner, and it's just whether he's still got that zip coming from the 2400 back to the 19. That's what gives the others a hope, because he's a pretty smart galloper.
Number 5 is Fortune 500. Glyn Schofield riding this one, and 2 starts back here at Canterbury. Blake Shin went very early and just got beat there by Travolta.
Yeah, but I thought it was a good ride. And it's easy to bag him after. At the moment when he went, I reckon Anthony would have been happy. Then he would have said, oh, I thought it was a good ride. And I'm telling you, it's easy to say that after. If he'd won, Anthony Cummings would have been telling me he was a genius. So would have Edward, so would have the owners. Because he got beat, oh, geez, how early did he go? I think he rode it a treat.
Number 6.
And it's got a turn of foot which puts it in this race.
Number 6 is Hort Normandy. Rod Quinn riding here for Brucey Cross.
Hoyt Normandy, please. He's been around a long time. He did win the Bong Bong Cup, this fella, back in November of last year. He had a little break coming here. He'd have to be right at his top here to be a place chance.
Number 7 is In Excess. Kathy O'Hara riding for Bart Cummings. Ran 5th behind Kukri last start, beaten around about 3 lengths.
It certainly did, Brent. And it wasn't that bad a run. It comes out of that same race you just spoke about with Fortune 500. That was off a 3-week break. He doesn't win out of his turn. There's a few of these that are about 20 starts for about 2 wins. But if he happened to put his best foot forward, I agree, he's a player.
Number 8 is Like a Bit of Lippy. $9 now. Did bet $10. Ran second at Wyong last time out.
Didn't have to smile. I thought it was a terrific run at Wyong. Got served up to on that occasion. Tunes beat it, but it held the others all at bay. Barrier 1 here, Sam Clippin, and if she jumps and just finds the front, she'll give him a little bit of hurry up here. I think she's a major player here. It all depends on how on what pressure's applied to her.
Hamburg ran last at Bathurst last start, beaten around 5.5 lengths. Tommy Berry riding here for Wade.
It was only last Monday. I was surprised they were so close in the run, Brent. Perhaps they might just ride him that little bit quieter this afternoon, but he's rock hard fit, that's for sure.
Number 10 is Mr. Pedantic. Brent Navdala riding here for Trevor Bailey.
The 3 weeks between runs, he comes off that city meeting run when he was kind of out sprinted. They all kind of hit the line, got going, and he didn't. There's others in front of him, that's for sure.
The 11 is Danzig King. Was a winner at Gosford 2 starts back, then won by 7.5 on that occasion, then was 6 behind Platinum Jacket Warwick Farm went favourite.
I know that it rolled along and went at a nice even clip at Warwick Farm, but it gave him like there was a sniper on top of the building. The run before that, it was impressive, but it beat Blackett Streeted. Place chance here, but it needs to fire.
The bottom one, number 12, Glenrock Doney. Lester Grace riding here takes 3 kilos off its back. Ran 5th at Nowra last start behind She's a Silvertail.
And we just saw She's a Silvertail earlier, Brent, and I don't think that form looks terrific. I don't think that form's good enough for this race. My tips here, courtesy of magicmillions.com.au, 3845. I've gone the 3 Word Gets Around from 8, Like a Bit of Lippy. The favourite, as I said, I'm terrified of, but I just thought it was rock bottom odds at the $2.30 mark. It's certainly one of the major players. And for 4th, Fortune 500, 3, 8, 4 and 5. Let's go down the board here, and let's go down the board. right from the top. Number 1's out. It's running tomorrow. 666, $11 out to $13. Word gets around 550 out to 6. I think it's terrific odds. I really do think it's good odds. Award season got out to $2.60. That was when they started to play. Bang! I'll just put this back into 550 now. Word gets around. $2.60 into $2.30. Been very well back. Fortune 500, $8 out to $10. Hoyt Normandy, 31, 41, 31. In excess, $7.50. They used to be a band. Out to $10. Like a bit of Lippy, $8. Got the double figures. Or got to 9 to 1. That's 9 to 1. And it's now back into $8. So 9 to 1 into 7 to 1. $26 for Hamburg out from 19. Mr. Badanic, 21 out to $26. Danzig King, $12 out to $15. And the bottom one, Glenlock Doney, 41 out to $61. The favourite's been the best back runner here, and Nelly of the night, according to Jerry Walsh. Number 4 award season in the colours I was talking.
Australian Thoroughbred Bloodstock.
Australian Thoroughbred Bloodstock. Australian Thoroughbred. What's Darren Dance? Australian Thoroughbred Bloodstock, isn't it? ATB. What's this one? Check your book. What are they? Anyway, this is Jamie Lovett, which is, what's their one? This is Australian Bloodstock. Australian Thoroughbred Bloodstock is Darren Dance. Australian Bloodstock is Jamie Lovett and the team. Rightio. Which is, isn't Mawingo, is that their colours?
Certainly is.
Rightio. It's your market mover. Let's have a look at the speed map in the last year. I thought like a bit of Lippy, Brent, just jump and roll straight to the front here from barrier 1 with Sam Clifford. If it gets out, that pushes, and I thought Hamburg might well go forward. I wouldn't be surprised they rode that bit quiet. Danzig King rolls across to there. Fortune 500. Outside of there, Brett, I don't think there's a lot of speed, but the way they've backed the favourite, maybe I've missed where the fast speed might come from.
Yeah, I can't really see it either, but the punters are on track. Yeah, certainly like this one, $2.60 to $2.25. Often
when they're $2.60 to $2.25, maybe they do the form differently and there's going to be a stake of speed. I think it's a great chance, and it's $2.60 to $2.25. 6 into 550 word gets around. Like a bit of Lippy, $10 into 8. Hope you have a winning night.
Trainer performance of the night so far. MJ Bale, great supporters.
Trainer performance of the night. We'll get back to you about that one. We forgot about that tonight, but of course, great sponsors.
We'll be presenting it after the race, after we do the trainer and jockey interviews.
Got to be Ronnie Lehman, hasn't it?
Oh, he's done a perfect job.
Yeah, got to be Ronnie Lehman. Ronnie, congratulations. You're the man tonight. Courtesy of the MJ Bale. Ronnie Lehman, you're the man. Ronnie Lehman, I'll tell you what, Ronnie probably needs it too, because of the suits he's walking around in, honestly. I remember...
Righto, Fabio. Giorgio, is that your name?
Adam and Eve were eating apples when Ronnie got his last suit. He's won the prize tonight. Heavily backed award season, $2.60 into $2.20. $2.60 to $2.20 award season. Ronnie Lehman, no surprise, he takes his fashion tips off Mark Sheen. Let's go there for the last tonight.
Good on you, Rich. Okay, award season, $2.60 to $2.20. Fortune 500, 10 into 850 at the close of betting here. So they're moving up into the stalls. They got quite a few in the gates. In excess is still away. So is Danzig King, Hort Normandy, and Mr. Badanic to move up. And Glenrock Doney is away as well. So they're bringing Danzig King up into the stalls. 3 to move in once it takes its spot. Favourite $2.20 in the ring and on the tote. Award season coming off big wins at his last 2 starts. Now in excess, walking through to gate number 6, takes its position, Mr. Badanic to move in on the outside. This is a Canterbury BMW, 33 years old handicap. They're all set. There they go, and they're away. And coming out well, like a bit of Lippy from the inside. It'll take the early lead. 666 jumped out well. Mr. Badanic and Danzig King are out very wide on the track, and they're moving forward into prominent positions. So as they come up the straight on the first occasion, it's like a bit of Lippy in front of Danzig King. 666 is third. Mr. Badanic's going to slot in from an outside alley and get a crossover onto the rail. And then word gets around, who's picked up ground now to midfield. Award season's on the outside of it. And then Hort Normandy in excess is being ridden back off the speed tonight. settling back in fourth last spot, and then came Fortune 500 Hamburg, and last is Glenrock Doney. So they sweep to now to the side of the track, 1200 to go, like a bit of Lippy in an even tempo lead. A length and a half Danzig King, and then 666 Mr. Pedantic, award season running fifth. It's about 5 or 6 off the lead. And then came a length, the word gets around, a length, the Hort Normandy, followed by In Excess Fortune 500 Hamburg, and last of all is Glenrock Doney as they're down the back straight, and it's like a bit of Lippy in front from Danzig King, who sits at its quarters in second position. 666 has had a nice run in behind them, third Mr. Pedantic on the inside, and the favourite award season nicely poised in fifth, and then a length, the word gets around, followed by Hort Normandy, In Excess Fortune 500 Glenrock Doney, and Hamburg on the inside of it as they run to the 600, where like a bit of Lippy led. A length on Danzig King, 666, and then Mr. Pedantic. McAvoy now rolling forward on award season. He's coming up on the outside with his move. Then word gets around. Hort Normandy In Excess is picking up ground near the inside. Then Fortune 500 as they turn for home, and like a bit of Lippy led from Danzig King. Then 666 award season on the outside, and In Excess is now shouldering into the clear. Award season went up to hit the lead from like a bit of Lippy. Then word gets around. In Excess is broken down, but award season the last favourite strode away, and award season's going to bolt in. Award season comes down to make it a hat trick and beat word gets around and like a bit of Lippy. Then Mr. Pedantic, followed by 666, Danzig King, Glenrock Doney, Hort Normandy, Hamburg, Fortune 500, and In Excess was coming into the race and unfortunately broke down with about 200 metres to go.
Awful news. He's just in front of us here, but the punters cheer. Wow. He was 260 to 215. This has started odds on the tote. 190, 180, 180, 260 to 215. And Kieran McAvoy, with the impending birth of his child tomorrow, he's up here. He's got his fingers crossed. All goes well, and he's finished on a winning note. Of course, he come to ride Sessions in the Canterbury Classic, and of course, unfortunately, Sessions was scratched. Word gets around, $2.10. Just couldn't sprint when award season. Showed a good turn of foot coming back from 2,400 to 1,900, and like a bit of Lippy was the one that we knew would lead and give us sight. 4, 3, 8. 4, 3, 8 and 10 in the last.
Well, once Kieran McAvoy lobbed fifth the outside on awards season, there was a good tempo. He was always going to be very hard to beat, because the only query was whether he's going to get too far back in this race over the 1,900 metres. But when he positioned where he did, and then he pounced around the turn, it was all over. He put the race to bed. Word gets around, has got to the line and run nicely into second. Like a bit of Lippy there for third, who's held on back on the inside. But award season now putting a couple of wins together and looks to be in a league of his own, certainly racing very, very well.
Yeah, most definitely. 157.67, 36.85. He's got a future, this horse. 260 to 215. Wow, he's paid skinny on the Giddy Goat. 190, 180, $1.80. And yeah, it's unfortunate news In Excess. He's standing there, but he's being cared for here by all the race, the strapper, the vets. They're all on hand here, so unfortunate news. The quadrillas paid $2,841, 7, 2, 10 and 4. Ron Lehman wins the MJ Bale Trainer's Performance of the Night. Chris Lees, though, are going to be pretty happy about that, because 2,400 back to 1,900, Brent, that's a good training performance.
Certainly is, Chris. I can imagine he'd be pretty happy to see him do that, because it takes a versatile horse to go from the 2,400 back.
Yeah, it does. You know, that was a little question mark tonight. We wanted to try and keep him as soft as grade as possible, and it happened to be a 1,900 metre race. But he showed good versatility. You know, he put himself a little closer than I thought he would be, and he showed a good turn of foot off the back of that. So he's going the right way.
Obviously, you got another race in mind then. If you brought him back to the 1,900, where does he go now?
Hopefully, if he can make the field in Mornington Cup, he'll be down there. But we'll just see where he comes up in the weights.
Fingers crossed. Well done.
Cheers.
Chris Lees takes out the last event here at Canterbury Park. Award season heading to the Mornington Cup. If he gets a run, certainly does look a very good horse. MJ Bale Training Performance of the Night goes to Ronnie Lehman, who took out the first leg of the quaddie with the roughie, but it certainly was a good effort to get it over the line. As we go to a break here and say a very good night from Canterbury Park.
Stretching a short way home.
Been there, done that, messed around. I'm having fun, don't put me down. I'll never let you sweep me off my feet.